Hey, and welcome back to the channel, my Boom Smack friends and family. Today we're going to be going over some tips and tricks for Bloodhunt. So, let's get straight into it. That's Boom Smack! Alright, so before anything, we have our archetypes, and we're going to be focusing on Sabotuer as our main. I do believe he's the best character in the game, at least he's worked for me. He has his crouch ability, which puts you partially invisible, which is super helpful, especially if you're playing solos. And then his traps can be utilized with the crossbow, which is very helpful, but we'll get more into that later. So remember, Saboteur, Saboteur, Saboteur. All right, so before we even get into the match, we're going to go to those settings, and we're going to turn the master volume and the effects volume all the way up, because they're not all the way up when you first download the game. So let's get those up, because the audio cues are very helpful in this game. And so you got your volume all the way up, perfect, and we're going to focus on how we're going to play. Solos, hands down, best way to get the XP. You don't have to rely on anybody, and if you play right, you follow this guide, you do the best you can, you're going to get those wins. Those wins are going to translate into XP. The second place doesn't get half the XP you would get if you won the full game yourself. So we're going to focus on getting those wins, and solos is going to be the best. You know, I'm level 70 in the battle pass. You know, I did buy the first 25 tiers, but, 50 tiers, and, you get double tiers when you're winning the game, but you'll get a quarter of the tier if you're lucky with 10 kills and doing the best you possibly can. So we're not going to focus on kills as much as we're going to focus on wins, because that's where the XP comes in. You can get the kills, get as many as you feel free to, but if you're going for XP, this is the way to do it. Now, as we get into the match, we're choosing location, and this is just as important as anything else, as I'm going to tell you. I go for swords, so that's the first spot I go, but I want to make sure I'm not getting ambushed for everyone else with the same idea. But there are 3 sword locations. You have one here, here, and here. And as well as that, you have high loot, but I think it's a waste of time because everyone else is going for the same loot. So grab a sword, then hit some rooftops. Luckily, get a box. There's plenty of boxes all over. People don't hit, like Divine Disco and many more places, and they're always there, always there. And so it's early game. You might got in a fight or two, but you got some free time. Go for those resonance slots. I use 1 vanish and 2 for my melee, and every person that you eat up, you're going to gain another slot to fill. So, build them to how you're going to play. Don't choose the health tick if you're not using it. Don't use a sewer bomb if you're not using it. You fit it to your play style. It'll be a waste otherwise. And so you got your resonance, you got your swords, you got some weapons, but you want to get the best weapons. And for me, the crossbow SMG, the best combo hands down. You grab the crossbow, it's keeping them from cover, and then you have your sword to deal with them close range, and their SMG as well. The SMG really helps when they try to run away, because that is a big part of this game. But you got your audio cues so you can hear where they're going, you hear when they're running up on you, and you're ready for those fights. Now, you're about mid-game and you got a little more free time, I would stop by Divine Disco. People are not utilizing this building as much as they should. They have a box, which is always there. They have armor spawns on the outside as well as health spawns. It's super useful. You want to keep up with those armors, keep up with the health when you don't have someone around or you're stuck in a corner, and this is one of the best places mid-game. And now it's nearing the end of the game. You're a little bored. Maybe hasn't gotten in a fight yet. Storm does move slow sometimes, especially when everyone dies in the beginning. What I would do, sit, crouch, and use your crossbow. They don't hear it. It's very hard to hear. You can't trace it. Sit back and shoot. People don't know where they're getting shot from half the time. It's so useful. It's a little scummy, but hey, we're trying to get them wins. We're not trying to be cool. And another thing, I feel it's one of the most important things I'm going to tell you. Do not use your escape ability just to use it. Use it when you need it. You can see here, I'm using it to get away, the best utilization of this skill. You don't need to jump towards them. You don't need to rush them. Use the vanish. If you're using Saboteur, hit a corner crouch. You can see as he does, he passes right by me with no idea. People, utilize that third party. Use your X ability, see where the shots are going. They're going to show those circles like they do on the screen. Go and get 2 kills for the price of 1. One's already down, you're getting free kills. You can see here, I come and take his kill. He's mad as he can be, but look, I'm winning. I got 2 kills, Price of one. He did the most work for me. I came and finished it up. I rush like a madman when I know they're about to finish someone. All right, and another thing, I hate to have to even say this, but I feel like I do. You got one person alive left on the team if you're playing in groups. You know, this is mainly a solo breakdown of how to play. But if you're playing groups, please go for that res. There's no reason you should be trying to be the hero, making everyone watch you lose when you could simply bring back that team and guarantee a win. Or at least you have better chances. There's no reason you should be by yourself at the end of the game. There's plenty of respawn. All right, so we're here at the end of the game, 1v1. And, you know, the best thing to do is third party when you hear the other team fighting, or, you know, you hear two people fighting and get that easy win, like I told you. But if not, you're in a 1v1 situation, do not shoot like this guy does. If you're not going to kill, if you don't have a plan to take them out instantly, you don't have something in the works, you're not crouching and moving up to them, don't just shoot. You throw one shot and now he knows you're at, and just like I do, I push him out of cover with the crossbow. He has no cover. He's forced to come at me. But guess what we did at the beginning of the game? We got those swords. So I'm praying he does that. And I didn't use my vanish ability until I needed it. And that's why, as you can see here, we get that win. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Show that love, share the video, subscribe and like, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.